Hello friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. My name is Bree and today I'm going to be telling you all the books that I think are perfect for your fall TBR. Let's get into it. Okay, now I personally am not too much of a seasonal reader. I feel like Christmas time I'll be a little bit of one, and sometimes in fall I lean more towards spooky fantasy, cowboy romances. I don't know why cowboy romances are in that, but they are. But I feel like I have a list of books that I feel are perfect for fall reading if you are a seasonal reader, and so I decided to share all of those with you guys, and there are a lot. So the first book is The 10,000 Doors of January. I feel like this is a super underrated book. It's very atmospheric and just screams fall to me, and I thought the magic system and the world building was super unique in this. It was so good. The next book is The Night Circus. I absolutely love this. This is one of my all-time favorite books. I first read this back in middle school, I think, maybe high school, so it's been a really long time. I've read it like 3 times since then, and I just think it's super whimsical and again atmospheric, and I loved the magic competition element of it, and it was a really fun read. The next book is The Great Alone, which is for all of my historical fiction girlies. This book absolutely broke me. If you want to cry, you should read this book. I feel like you should check your trigger warnings before going into it, but I personally loved it. It's all about Alaska through the winter and fall and all these different seasons, and the cover screams fall to me, and the whole book just screams fall to me. The next book is Bourbon and Lies, and really the entire Bourbon Boys series by Victoria Wilder. I'm reading the 3rd book now and I'm really enjoying it, but there's just something about bourbon and Kentucky that screams fall to me, and also these covers give really fall vibes. This is romantic suspense, small town, and it follows a band of brothers who own a bourbon company. The next book is The Dead Romantics. I absolutely love this. I gave this 5 stars. I think I read it at the perfect time. It's got ghosts. I mean, can you get any more fall Halloween-y than that? It was super unique as a romance book, and I absolutely loved it. The next book is Fair Catch, but really the entire Red Zone Rivals series. This is a football romance, and obviously football just screams fall to me, so it's gonna be on here. I absolutely loved all of these books. They were so fun and super easy to read and super bingeable, and they're on Kindle Unlimited. The next one is, again, another fall football romance. This is the Washington Wolves series by Carla Sorensen. Football just screams fall. What can I say? All 3 of these books are super bingeable, super short, and the audios, you get done with them like that. The next book is Flawless, and again, it's really the entire Chestnut Spring series. I don't know what about fall just screams cowboy romance time to me, but it does. I absolutely love this entire series. All the books were 4 to 5 stars. They were just a good time. You start out with Flawless, and I feel like it's the perfect introduction because it's Bull Rider, and I don't know. Like, fall just makes me think of the rodeo. Even though the rodeo is more during the summer, fall, it combines both, but to me, it's fall, and this is what it is. Another cowboy romance, Done and Dusted. The entire Rebel Blue Ranch series I absolutely love, minus the last book. I just ignore that one. But these, I love. They're so good. I feel like they're perfect low angst fall reads if you just want something that has a little bit of tension, has a little bit of emotional aspect to it, but mostly it's just feel good. I loved it. The next fall book is Shield of Sparrows. I feel like, again, the cover screams fall, and just like romantasy in general, I feel like is a very fall kind of like genre, and so that's why this is on here. The next book is Broken Country. Fall vibes for the cover. I listened to the audiobook. I thought it was fantastic. This is like women's fiction, but like a little bit of suspense. It's about a small town, and I think it's in outside of London, but I know it's in Europe. Either way, it is very fall coded in my opinion. The next book is Stealing Hearts. This is the first book. Actually, I don't remember what the name of the series is. This book is so good. This is a small town, single dad, second chance. She's always been in love with him, and they live on a ranch. The next book is Chasing the Wild. This just gives major fall vibes on the cover, but also in the story. Again, it's a small town cowboy, age gap romance. Like, it just screams fall to me. I don't know. The next book is Coach, and the entire Treasure State Wildcat series, another football romance. You don't get much more fall than football. I absolutely loved Coach, but I loved each of these books. I think Rally is my favorite, but they're all phenomenal. The next book is Spells for Forgetting. I feel like this is the perfect atmospheric read. It really feels spooky and immersive, and like you are trapped on this island with these people, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. I loved the twist It was a good time. The next book is Dead of My Soul. I think if you've read the Clifton Forge series by Devney Perry, this is like a darker version of that. This is small town romantic suspense. There's a gang that's happening and you think one guy's the good guy, but he's not. It's just very convoluted and twisted, and I was sucked in from the moment I started and I couldn't stop. The next book is Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. I feel like these scream fall. Again, I just think fantasy is for fall, and this book is so good. I love the, like, historical, it's not historical, but that's the kind of feeling it gave, kind of romance with fantasy vibes. So good. Time for another cowboy romance, Cash and the entire Lucky River Ranch series. This is so good. Again, fall screams for the covers, but again, like, just the cowboy vibes are immaculate. We have the Haven River Ranch series by Devney Perry. This is Crossroads and Sunlight. Again, cowboy romances are fall. I can't tell you anything different. Next, we have One for My Enemy. I felt like this was super unique. It was like kind of a Romeo and Juliet retelling inspired story, and I literally couldn't keep up with everything that was happening. My heart was on the floor. I was crying. I was also mad. I was angry, but I was enjoying it. It was really fun. The next book is Clarence Manor by Devney Perry. I feel like this book is very like eerie and spooky, even though it's really not, because there's no kind of like supernatural elements, but the way it's written kind of feels like there is, and it's just all about lies and secrets and twists. It's very like Pretty Little Liars coded in my opinion, and I feel like it's perfect for fall. Next, we have Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I feel like thrillers are for fall. I feel like that you don't even have to say that, they just are. This is my favorite Alice Feeney book. I really loved it, and I did not see the twist coming at all. Next is the Sutter Lake series by Catherine Cowles, but specifically Beautifully Broken Pieces. I just feel like this is fall coded based on the covers, but also just the vibes of the story. I can't put it into words. It's just my feelings. Then we have Heartbreaker Handoff, which is my favorite, I think, in this series. This is the Varsity Dad series. It's another football series, and it's all about footballers plus like single dad, single guardian, single mom, accidental pregnancy, all in like that kind of vein, and I ate up every single book. Then we have Listen for the Lie. This is a thriller, but it's based on a podcast. The audio is fantastic. If you read this, I highly recommend the audio because it really makes it come to life even more and feel even more eerie and spooky and just like twisty. I ate it up. Then we have One Dark Window. Obviously, look at the cover. This is fall coded. I feel like gothic fantasy is the perfect read for the fall. It just sucks you in and you feel so like immersed into this eerie world. I thought this whole book was super unique. The magic system, everything about it, 10 out of 10. Belladonna, another gothic fantasy. I mean, I can't put into words how much fall coded this book is. I loved it. I thought it was super unique. I loved Death as a character, and this is my favorite in the series. The other books were okay, but this one, 5 out of 5 stars. Then we have Bride by Allie Hazelwood, a vampire book. Come on. I mean, you know it's going to be on the list. Then we have The X-Vows. I feel like this just gives me fall romance. Like, the cover is gorgeous. I think of sunsets. I think of like coming home. I don't know. The next one is Fall into Temptation. Fall's literally in the title, y'all. Can't make this up. Then we have Assistant to the Villain. I feel like these books are either fall or winter. I don't know why, but that's just the vibes it gives me. It's quirky, it's campy, it's fun. It's the perfect, easy, light fall read. If you don't really want something super dark and super immersive, but you still want like a little fall vibe, this is it. We have Here With Me by Brooke Montgomery. This is a cowboy romance, horses, ex-boyfriend's dad, age gap. It's a good time. Then we have All Roads Lead Here. I think this is perfect for fall. It is about finding yourself, moving, taking new chances, and I just feel like the vibes of being in Colorado during this time just give off fall, especially the cover. Then we have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I mean, she makes a deal with Lucifer. Can you get more fall than that? Then we have The Atlas 6. I feel like Dark Academia, again, is perfect for fall if you want that kind of vibe. I loved this first book. I thought it was super unique. I loved the magic setting. I thought each of the characters were developed really well and intriguing. It went downhill after that. The next 2 books I don't recommend, but this one is so good. Then we have All the Little Raindrops. This is a romantic thriller by Mia Sheridan, and I've been loving her romantic thrillers. I feel like they're super intense and my jaw's on the floor and I can't keep up, but the romance is still there and still good. Super fun. Next, we have Indigo Ridge by Devney Perry and the entire Eden series. There's just something about a small town romance where some of the characters are cowboys or ranchers that just works for the fall. Like, it just does. I don't make it up. Especially this one, I feel like it's very romantic suspense coded and it just screams fall. Then we have The Wolf King and the Night Prince. I love a werewolf romance, and that's what this is. I love a love triangle. It's giving me Vampire Diaries vibes, which I rewatch every year in the fall, so. Next, we have The Jasad Heir. I feel like this is a super underrated book. I'm actually getting ready to start the sequel, and I can't wait. Just the vibes and the cultural and historical references in here just scream fall to me. Then we have Always Mine by Laura Pavlov. Again, it's Honey Mountain. I don't know. Something about the name Honey Mountain just screams fall to me, and the cover totally does too, so. Then we have Unforgettable by Willow Astor. Again, something about being in the mountains just screams fall to me. There's no rhyme or reason for that other than that and the cover. The next book is After I Do. I really don't know why this screams fall to me, but it does. I have no explanation, guys. It just does, and I think you should read it, so. Then we have Ninth House. This is the definition of spooky and creepy and eerie. I ate it up. I am obsessed with Darlington, and I'm obsessed with Alex Stern, and I loved this story. You got ghosts. You got everything, to be honest. You got demons. You got spirits. It's just a good spooky time. The next book is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I've only read a few of his books, but I've enjoyed most of them, and this one is my favorite so far. Just the idea of being like in a house on the edge of a cliff and spooky thriller vibes, it's fall for me. The next book is True Colors. Again, this is historical fiction. It's set in like the West and back in time, and just everything about it and the events during it just scream fall to me. Plus, the cover looks like a fall sunset to me. Next book is Bring Me Your Midnight. I feel like this is fall coded. It's about a secluded island and witches, and it just gives me fall fantasy vibes. Then we have The Last Housewife. I ate this book up. I was obsessed. It made me feel so many things, and most of them were not good, but I couldn't stop reading it. This is the perfect fall thriller if you want to be a little uncomfy. If This Is Love, this gives me Yellowstone vibes, which gives me fall vibes. The cover is also very fall coded. It was frustrating and obsessive, and I couldn't put it down. Then we have Something Wilder. I just feel like a treasure hunt screams fall. It doesn't make any sense, but to me it does, and this is a fall book. The next book is In the Weeds. Obviously this series, each book represents a different season, and this book represents fall, and it looks fall, so that's in there, and Beckett is that man. And my last book recommendation is My Grandmother Told Me to Tell You I'm Sorry. I don't know what about it exactly screams fall to me besides the cover, and then I had a really close relationship with my grandmother, and we both loved fall, and this just makes me think of her, so that's why that's in here. So those are just several rapid fire books that I think should be on your fall TBR if you want to be a seasonal reader. Let me know what you think, what books are on your fall TBR. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.